Hello, hopeful learners, and a very warm welcome back to Grow English Mastery Podcast. I'm Scarlett, and I am honored to begin a very special new series with you today, exploring the life of one of the most influential figures of the 21st century. Have you ever felt like you were between different worlds, trying to find your own identity? Or have you ever wondered what it takes to find your voice and make it heard on a national stage? Today's story is about a young man who navigated these exact challenges. This is the first episode in our special 5-part series on the life and success stories of Barack Obama. In this lesson, you will learn the incredible origin story of a future president, from his unique childhood to a single speech that changed his life forever. We will master 10 key vocabulary words like biracial, community organizer, and keynote speech. We will focus on the grammar of telling a compelling biography using narrative past tenses. And I will give you practical tips for all 4 skills to help you discuss leadership and personal identity in English. So, let's explore the story that started it all. Let's learn about the path that led Barack Obama to become a symbol of the audacity of hope. Part 1. A foot in 2 worlds. Barack Hussein Obama II was born on August 4, 1961, in Honolulu, Hawaii. From the very beginning, his story was unique and multicultural. His mother, Ann Dunham, was a white American from Kansas. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was a black man from Kenya who had come to America to study. They met as students at the University of Hawaii. This biracial background, at a time of significant racial tension in America, placed young Barack in a space between 2 different worlds. His parents' marriage was brief, and his father returned to Kenya when Barack was only 2 years old. He would only see his father one more time in his life. His mother later remarried an Indonesian man, and for several years, Barack lived in Jakarta, Indonesia. There, he was once again an outsider, learning a new language and navigating a new culture. This early exposure to different ways of life gave him a broad and empathetic worldview, but it also complicated his search for a clear identity. Who was he? Where did he belong? He later returned to Hawaii to live with his maternal grandparents. In his beautiful memoir, Dreams from My Father, he wrote honestly about the struggles of his youth, trying to understand his heritage and his place in the world. This journey of self-discovery, of trying to unite the different parts of his own story, would become a central theme of his life and his political message. Part 2. The Voice of the Law. After high school, Obama moved to the mainland United States for college, eventually graduating from Columbia University in New York with a degree in political science. But instead of immediately pursuing a high-paying career, he did something different. He moved to Chicago and became a community organizer. For 3 years, he worked in low-income neighborhoods, helping ordinary people fight for better schools and more job opportunities. This experience was deeply formative. It taught him how to listen to people's problems and how to bring them together to create change from the ground up. His desire to make a larger impact led him to Harvard Law School, one of the most prestigious in the world. There, his intelligence and his ability to build bridges between different groups of people became clear. In 1990, he achieved a historic milestone. He was elected as the first African American president of the Harvard Law Review. The Harvard Law Review is the university's most respected legal journal, and its president is chosen by the top students in the class. This position is a huge honor and a sign of great intellectual and leadership potential. His election was a testament to his ability to earn the respect of his peers and to lead, even in a highly competitive environment. Part 3. The Audacity of Hope. After law school, Obama returned to Chicago, where he taught law and entered local politics, eventually becoming a state senator in Illinois. By 2004, he was a relatively unknown politician outside of his home state. But that was about to change. He was chosen to give the keynote speech at the Democratic National Convention, a major political event. A keynote speech is the main, headline speech of a conference, designed to set the tone and present a powerful message. On that night in Boston, in front of a massive national television audience, Barack Obama delivered a speech that would change the course of American politics. It was called The Audacity of Hope. The speech was electrifying. He spoke of his own multicultural story as a uniquely American one. But the most powerful part was his message of unity. At a time when politics was very divisive, he rejected the idea of a deeply divided America. He famously declared, "There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There's the United States of America. There's not a Black America and a White America and Latino America and Asian America. There's the United States of Americania." This message of unity, of a shared hope and a common dream, resonated powerfully with millions of Americans who were tired of political division. Overnight, the unknown state senator from Illinois became a national rising star. The speech was a phenomenal success, and it laid the foundation for his future. Part 4. The Path to Washington. Riding the incredible wave of momentum from his speech, Obama easily won his election to become a U.S. Senator for Illinois later that year. His journey from a community organizer in Chicago to a respected voice on the national stage was complete. He had found his voice, and America was listening. His story, his intelligence, and his message of hope had set him on a path that would, just 4 years later, lead him all the way to the White House. But that is a story for our next episode. Now, let's explore 10 key vocabulary words from our discussion today. Biracial. An adjective. Concerning or containing members of two different racial groups. Spelling. B-I-R-A-C-I-A-L. Barack Obama has a biracial background, with a white American mother and a black Kenyan father. The movie tells the story of a biracial family. Multicultural, an adjective, relating to or containing several cultural or ethnic groups within a society. Spelling: multicultural. His childhood in Hawaii and Indonesia gave him a multicultural perspective. New York is a very multicultural city. Identity, a noun. The fact of being who or what a person or thing is. Spelling: identity. In his youth, he struggled with questions about his identity. A person's culture is a big part of their identity. Community organizer, a noun phrase. A person whose job is to coordinate efforts and bring people together to solve problems in their local community. Spelling: communityorganizer. Before law school, he worked as a community organizer in Chicago. Community organizers work at the grassroots level to create change. Harvard Law Review, a noun phrase. A prestigious, student-run journal of legal scholarship at Harvard Law School. Spelling: HARVARDLAWREVIEW. He became the first African American president of the Harvard Law Review. Being published in the Harvard Law Review is a great honor for a legal scholar. Keynote speech, a noun phrase. The most important speech at a large meeting or conference, intended to set the main theme. Spelling: KEYNOTESPECH. His 2004 keynote speech at the DNC made him a national figure. She was invited to give the keynote speech at the technology conference. The Audacity of Hope, a noun phrase. A phrase meaning the boldness or daring to believe in and hope for a better future, despite difficulties. Spelling: AUDACITYOFHOPE. His speech was called The Audacity of Hope. Overcoming this challenge will require the audacity of hope. To unite, a verb. To join together for a common purpose, or to make a single unit. Spelling: UNITE. His message was about the need to unite, not divide the country. The team must unite if they want to win the championship. Rising star, a noun phrase. A person who is becoming very successful and popular in a particular field. Spelling: RISINGSTAR. After his speech, he was seen as a rising star in the Democratic Party. The young actress is a rising star in Hollywood. Eloquent, an adjective. Fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. Spelling: ELOQUENT. Obama is known for being a very eloquent speaker. She made an eloquent plea for peace. Now, Let's look at our grammar focus. Narrative past tenses. To tell a biography, we need to master how to talk about the past. The past simple is our main tool. We use it for the key, completed events in the story. He was born in Hawaii. He moved to Indonesia. He delivered a famous speech. The past continuous was, were plus verbing helps us set the scene. It describes a background action that was in progress when something else happened. His mother was living in Hawaii when she met his father. While he was working as a community organizer, he learned about people's struggles. The past perfect, had plus past participle, is used to talk about an action that happened before another past action. By the time he arrived at Harvard, he had already worked for 3 years in Chicago. After he had delivered his speech, he became a rising star. Let's practice. For listening, search for Obama 2004 DNC speech on YouTube. Listen to a short clip. Even if you don't understand every word, try to feel the power and rhythm of his speaking. For speaking, in simple English, try to answer, what was the main message of Obama's 2004 speech? For reading, find a short biography of a leader you admire. As you read, highlight the past tense verbs. For writing, write a short paragraph about your own background. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? Use the past simple. Barack Obama's early life shows us that our identities are often complex, and that our diverse experiences can become our greatest strengths. His journey through community organizing and law school demonstrates a deep commitment to understanding and serving people. And his 2004 speech is a masterclass in the power of words to inspire hope and bring people together. He showed that a message of unity can be more powerful than one of division. As we conclude our session, let's summarize the key takeaways. First, we explored Barack Obama's unique multicultural background and his early journey, which shaped his identity and worldview. Second, we highlighted his major early achievements at Harvard Law School and his impactful 2004 keynote speech, The Audacity of Hope. Third, we learned key vocabulary for discussing his story. As a review, those words were biracial, multicultural background, identity, community organizer, Harvard Law Review, keynote speech, The Audacity of Hope, to unite, rising star, and eloquent. And finally, we reviewed how to use narrative past tenses to tell a compelling life story. This was just the beginning of his incredible journey. I hope this lesson has helped your English and inspired you with his story of hope and determination. Thank you for joining me today on Grow English Mastery Podcast. What do you think makes a speech powerful and inspiring? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. I always look forward to reading them. If you found this lesson valuable, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and click the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode in our series on Barack Obama. Keep learning, keep hoping, and keep working to unite the world in your own way. Until next time, take care and happy learning. Bye for now.